All right. Hello, Lazy Millennials. Welcome back to the next episode of the Lazy Millennial Lounge. Today, I am talking to Micah Baisden, owner and lead personal trainer of Powerhouse Sports Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. So, thank you, Micah, for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Like Megan said, my name is Micah Baisden. I'm originally from Albany, Georgia, born and raised. Our House Sports Academy started, believe it or not, I had the idea in 10th grade. We were sitting in English class, and I wrote on a sheet of paper we was going to own our own business. And he was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, I'm going with you. So I was educated. I was a teacher for about 4 years
Okay.
before I started actually pursuing my dreams. I tell anybody when I was educated, and I did get kind of complacent. You kind of get used to getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
And, at that time when we started, I was 25, yeah, 25 years old. So 20 with no kid, the check was okay. um, I had some unfortunate situations, and which I stopped teaching. Um, and it kind of put me against the wall to either push what I always wanted to do or, move back home. So I told my best friend, Justin Wyndham, who I'm in business with, I told him it was time. And he was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Well, I don't have any other option. So uh, let's push it." So, yeah, and I started with 8 people. That was a lot to be traveling around Atlanta. I remember I was traveling to Fairburn and Alpharetta and Sandy Springs and Jimmy Carter,
All over.
just everywhere. Just whoever gave me an opportunity to train them, I went and I spent more money than I made in the beginning. I was blessed to go over 200 clients. And that include people that I was able to train online.
Okay.
From Italy to Kabul to Afghanistan to China, different states, United States, of course. I remember last year I was flown out to Phoenix, Arizona for a weekend to assist somebody in establishing a better lifestyle, all from social media. Like they just
Oh.
my page and they inboxed me, and I didn't believe it till they sent my flight confirmation. Mainly, I understood we're in the social media world. Everybody has their phones.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's glued to it. I use every social media outlet possible that I had.
Okay.
Word of mouth was a great tool of mine, only because professionalism and organization, how you bring your business to people, how you promote it, all that played a key into it. I was telling my nephew that he's inspiring to be an entrepreneur as well, and I told him people don't believe it until they see it.
Right.
Nobody's going to really be all supportive behind you when you first start because you may be apprehensive. Like, I don't know if his idea is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I just told him, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the starting block. Keep pushing.
So how did you get the first 8? The first 8 clients, where did they come from?
Social media.
Okay. So,
Like,
so that was social media too.
yeah, social media. Like I said, because this is the world we live in. Everybody's on the phone. Everybody has technology. So, I started with a couple of videos saying, hey, this Powerhouse, giving it away for low prices, really. Like, you couldn't beat my price because it was so low.
Mm-hmm.
And, they gave me a chance. And luckily, I think out of the 8 that started with me, I think I still got 6 of them.
So when you were in 10th grade and you had this idea that you were going to own your own company, where did that come from? Like, did you have entrepreneurs in your family, or like how was that something that you knew that you wanted to do at that younger age? Because there are some people that are just figuring that out.
It really hit me when I was in class. I'm a Leo. I don't really do too good with trying to tell me what to do all day.
Right.
Yeah, I knew whatever I was going to do, I didn't want to be unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to be one of those adults saying I hate my job.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings up another point. I was telling my nephew, I said people will spend 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month for 20, 30 years straight at a place they hate. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. That's and you still not rich. Like, you refuse to do something that you love to do. So it wasn't that my mom worked for Walmart to this day. My dad was in the military. Then he retired. I didn't have a lot of entrepreneurs in my family. I just knew me and my personality. I just couldn't work for nobody,
Gotcha.
and I could be unhappy. So who can be a better boss to you but you?
What were the challenges then when it was time for you to get up and running?
A plan. You can't really progress until you have some type of blueprint. I knew that was going to be a task for me in the beginning. I had to run around, only because I wasn't fortunate enough to have found the space in the beginning. So I knew I had to go to people for it to even work. So I was like, well, I don't have a training space, so I was out of Planet Fitness, and I was cool. I was real incognito.
I was gonna say they didn't kick you out.
No, it just like got working out together. Um, LA Fitness, I did it. Yeah. I was saying I was trapping out of LA Fitness all the time, and they didn't know, and I'm glad they didn't catch on to it.
Yeah.
But some of the struggles really is time. Like it's so many hours that went into being up.
Mm-hmm.
The first year, I was probably up 15 to 17 hours a day for 365 days.
Wow.
Because you don't know where your money's from. A lot of people say, if you don't work, you don't eat, but you get a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Got people, you have all these other intangibles. So, but when you're an entrepreneur, literally, if you don't work, you don't eat for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to understand with that blueprint. A lot of times, you're going to have to go into it, and you're going to be tired a lot. Because it's just part of you paying your dues. Like it's your dream, it's your passion, it's your thing. So you can't turn it over to nobody in the beginning stage and say, "Hey, I want you to treat it as like it's yours."
Right.
So you pay
Because
your
it's
dues.
not theirs, and they're not gonna appreciate it like you do.
Nobody does. Nobody's appreciate it. It's just like when your parents used to buy you shoes when you was younger. So when you
Mm.
a pair of shoes, you go outside. I'm in the dirt. You get older, you have to start buying your own. Now you see what it keep everything once you have to put in
Yeah.
funds. So that was one of the things in the beginning, up and running, just time and being patient and realize
Mm-hmm.
there's a process. And I didn't get a physical location to actually train my clients. I think I was almost 6 months in. I was ripping and running for a good while. And I met a guy on social media. Social media is so powerful. When you use it the way it's supposed to be used,
Mm-hmm.
it can be a great tool for anybody that's an entrepreneur. But I met this guy. He gave me a chance. He told me, "Hey, I'll let you train out of my facility." And he was like, "You'll see your business is going to elevate when you actually have a physical location,
Mm-hmm.
train and not running all around the city. Because right now you're losing money." And about 2 months in, went from 8. Then I looked up, it was 20. Okay, 5. Okay, 30. All right, I think we got a formula here. But at the end of the year, you tally up, and there's that many people you was able to train and inspire, and you know, most of them do stay. People cycle in and out, but personal training because they got life,
Right.
that they got to go take care of, and that's fine. But as long as I have that revolving door, I'm happy, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them always come back, whether they stay on the entire time or not. But I'm glad that I was able to do that so far.
So has competition been a challenge for you? Because in Atlanta, there's a lot of personal fitness
Yeah.
people, I'm not gonna say experts, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
personal fitness people out
Yeah.
there. So
Granted,
how do you deal with that?
I'm not in competition with anybody. Like that's how you don't worry about competition. Worry about your brand. Worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you only worry about competition when you're trying to put yourself on the same pedestal and platform as another individual. I just do the best what I can do at what I can do the best at. I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody or worry about how you run your business or try to throw shade on how you get things done. That's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. I just rather spend my time worried about what I do and get better at what I do than I compete. You know, I don't feel a threat. It's a lot of successful fitness people in it now. Trainer is used so loosely. Every time I turn around, somebody this new trainer. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But competition never been. I don't compete with nobody. I compete with myself, but as far as an
Right.
individual, the market's too big, and I'm too zoned in on what I have to do to worry about competition.
All right. I like that attitude. What's your like favorite social media platform as far as getting the word for your business out there? Be like the 2 tips you would recommend that someone to do to make the most of that social media platform for marketing their business.
Okay, well, my favorite by far will forever be Instagram.
Okay.
When you are, you know, promoting your brand and your business, everything that you post has to deal with your brand. They have to associate you with a brand. I didn't really understand that until I was going out into the city and people started calling me Mr. Powerhouse, and they didn't even know me. I was like, okay, now they associate a face with a brand because everything I post, it has something to do with Powerhouse. That's one tip I would say. Make sure everything that you do has to do something with your brand. Whether it, like I may have an outfit on, but I'm in my post is gonna say something about Powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, delete anything that doesn't have anything to do with your brand. If you already have a page and now you're doing your entrepreneurship thing, I applaud it. But if it's not relating to what you promoting, don't put it up there. I always remember to be professional in all phases. It doesn't take but one person to mess up a brand. So make sure that you're professional, you're organized, and you're projecting your brand in a positive light at all times.
I think those are good, especially for because I mentioned that I have a lot of viewers who are in the online space, and so with that, they may never see their clients or their customers in person. Like they may never have that in person interaction. So I think the personal brand is even more important then, right? Because people don't even have like a personal relationship or a face-to-face relationship to go off of. So like your website is your brand, your social media is your brand. So that's really important. And then a lot of people I see will do like separate social media accounts. So they may not want to make their personal account their professional account because they still want to post like, random things that have nothing to do with their business. But then they'll create a separate business account so that they can build their brand specifically around that. So what do you think about that approach?
What I did when I first started with Powerhouse, before I actually got another business page, I used the followers that I already had. They
Mm-hmm.
knew me already. The ones,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the most part, they knew I was a member. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi. They know I worked out. I was an athlete, and I already had 3,000 followers at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Use what you have until they can associate you with your brand. I slowly started taking out some of the stuff that wasn't training. Now my
Right.
page is nothing but training because that's what I do. So you really can't build a page off zero. But
I mean, you could, but it would just take a lot longer. It would take a lot longer.
and people's attention span, especially social media wise, is like a commercial. You
Yeah.
have to hit it with what
Yeah.
you have. So if you just start gradually putting in your entrepreneurship brand, whatever it may be, on your platform that you already have, then your followers that you currently have now will start associating you with that. And then you direct that traffic flow to, hey, this is my business page for all business interaction and things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I
Okay.
didn't start from zero. It was going to take me too long. My business page only had 798 people. Like, not a lot of people.
Yeah. So
But
where are
I
you at now? So where are you at now?
6,000.
Okay.
So, and if I started with zero from the business page, and it's been 2 years, it don't even have 800 people yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I continue to use the platform that I have with the 6,000 to promoting Power Sports Academy.
Yeah. That's a good look. So do you do like the stories and the lives and all that stuff too? Or do you just keep
I
it
do. I do
to
stores.
posting?
Stores. I really don't do. I don't do live only because I'm real raw when I train, and like me be trying to put my phone up and all that and prop it up so everybody can see. Like, if you want to see the addresses on my page, come see. I'm not against live. It's just I don't go live a lot.
Is there any like courses or resources or I don't know, anything you use like in the process of building your business to where you needed to like learn some type of skill that you might not have already had?
So luckily at the time when I started, I was in grad school.
Oh, okay.
I completed my master's in kinesiology.
Okay.
So naturally, all my courses that I was taking was geared towards my entrepreneurship brand. I became a certified personal trainer when I went through an online course with American Muscle and Fitness. It's out of New York. I just sat online. I went through the class on my own. It was self-paced, and I learned a lot that way. You kind of learn, as long as you learn the basis of fitness, the foundation of it, you pretty much can get creative at that point. And
Mm-hmm.
know the human body and how the motions and movements of it without hurting somebody or yourself.
Right.
You can be creative at that point. And in this book that I'm writing, that's chapter one. Um,
Okay.
that I'm putting a fitness book together. Like you can't grow if you don't know, and it's really not trying to shoot at the influx of people that's coming into fitness, but it really is because a lot of the people that I'm seeing really and truly don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. And that's dangerous.
It's very dangerous, not very dangerous to you and the person that you're training, and it makes my industry look bad. I remember when fitness was laughed at. Like when you told somebody years ago that you were gonna be a personal trainer, they were like, "You're gonna be a personal trainer in what?"
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to give me something more than like you can do that as a side hustle, but now it's an influx and people are health conscious and body by this. Please be educated. You don't have to go to school and get a degree and gain the knowledge that you can effectively train individuals without hurting them. Because as a trainer, you are a teacher. You have to teach them so they can be
Mm-hmm.
train themselves on their own. Um, I always tell all my clients that I don't expect you to stay forever. So I need to make sure that I educate you to a point where you don't need another personal trainer. You got it because you learned your body and what you need to work on, and every exercise you can come up with without hurting yourself.
That book is going to be oriented towards fellow fitness people.
Well, the name of it is Finding Your Fit, but it's a brand building book where I go into detail on pretty much how I've been building Powerhouse from the ground up. It really can be used in any industry. Like I said, I go into gaining knowledge first. One chapter is called "Don't Be Afraid to Be a Chameleon." A lot of times when people have trainers, they get a trainer that's only stuck in one style.
Mm-hmm.
Like they only do heat, they only do certain things, and I go into the chapter saying it's okay to adjust, just like a chameleon does, and with
Mm-hmm.
the environment that they are in, you have to adjust your training to the level that your clientele gets to. Like you approach them with the same training style down the road. One chapter talking about the calendar, how we view the calendar. My calendar is a lot different than normal people. Like we have a lot of highs and lows, and you can be cognitive of those highs and lows. Number one, when you can make the most at one time, and when you can expect the drop to happen. So there's no hit at you. I mean, they probably love your trainer, which I hope they do. But people, holidays, birthdays,
Mm-hmm.
take trips, and you're not a necessity. Meaning that if it comes down to a client's light bill or paying a personal trainer, I can guarantee you who's going to lose.
I hope I know who's gonna lose.
you know, so you need to be mindful. Like hey, this month it's going to be a drop, and it's a consistent. It happens every time. I got a chapter called Blue Magic. So that whole concept that he had when they were sitting down and they were discussing, competitive in a market that everybody's doing something in,
Mm-hmm.
and like selling a high product for a low price and control the masses.
That's my favorite movie, so I'm gonna have to buy the book just because.
So I think I do a great job. I'm not to my own horn, but I really make it easy for anybody to be able to use it for their brand. And I don't want necessarily people to say, I got it like he did it. I just want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't nobody help me, kind of just learned on the fly and on the whim. I was like, well, I want to help people.
Is it gonna be an ebook, a
Yes,
physical book, ebook? Okay. When
I'm
is
off as
what's
an
the tentative date or the firm date?
right now it's in the editing process.
Okay.
That depending on how long that is, probably about 3 to 6 months from now it'll be released. I went ebook because everybody got their phone technology. By walking,
Mm-hmm.
if that goes viral and people love it, then I get a hardback.
That'll be some nice passive income, though.
Yeah, and I really didn't do it for the income. I really just wanted to help. Like if you're
Just to
gonna do,
educate the masses.
yeah, if you're gonna do something, I need you to be smart when you do it.
All right, all right. So tell us a little bit more about the services that you offer at Powerhouse.
Um, well, right now we offer one-on-one training, small group training, group training as well. Some of the styles that we cover in Powerhouse because we do like to give our clients a variety. We do weight training, powerlifting, CrossFit, calisthenics, flexibility, yoga, core training, speed and agility, and the list goes on. I really like to give. We like to give clients a variety of choices and styles, so their body continues to grow
Mm-hmm.
in the process of training.
Okay. And how many people do you have on staff?
Right now, three. We at 3 different locations right now because everybody just can't get to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have one in Midtown um, with Justin Wyndham. He's an occupational therapist and a certified personal trainer. So he takes care of all the clients in Midtown. We have a location with Justin Bryant. He has more of the senior citizens age, that group. That's
Mm-hmm.
what to do. So we try to make sure everybody that's of that age, we send them to Justin Bryant. So we try to make it appeasing for everybody.
Do you have any parting words for the fellow millennials out there who are trying to get their entrepreneurial or side hustle ideas off the ground?
Let's see. Have a plan. Um, just like when you get in your car and you go into a new destination, new address, you use your GPS. You follow those instructions to get there. Have a plan. Just don't start an idea shooting in the dark because you'll never make it. It's chess, not checkers. Um, and respect the process. It's not a microwave. I don't think you're gonna blow up 48 hours into your journey. It won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just respect the process. Respect the fact that you have to pay dues to time just like everybody else do. Nobody that we look up to in the entrepreneur world, 24 hours in, they was at the top of their game.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody thought about Facebook until it blew up. Nobody thought Apple was gonna kick out, but it did. It may fail, but just revise your plan and keep pushing. Keep pushing. And the minute that you think it's not gonna work, that's when it works. So that's my parting words to everybody, the millennials.
So where can we find you? What's this Instagram that you've been talking about?
Mr. Powerhouse ATL.
Okay.
No space in between it. Our business page is at Powerhouse Sports. Yeah, follow the business page, and you see what all the different fun things that we have going on. And we hope y'all join the family real soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Micah. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, Megan. Talk to you soon.